Hi everybody, I'm Deborah.
And I'm Dr. Ellen Oates.
And Mom's going to tell about when she was doing her practicum for her PhD, and she worked at the VA hospital and worked with some catatonic patients. So Mom, you want to tell about it?
Well, he really was a catatonic and had his arm raised very high. And I turned to him and I said, "Are you shielding yourself from me?" And he said, "Yes." And his eyes just brimmed over with tears at the thought. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, "You don't need to be afraid of me. We'll sing some songs together." And we began to sing. Right at the moment, I can't think of what that was that we sang, but it was about the baby Jesus. And he began to cry in full, um, just really cry and say, "I don't want to feel like this." And I said, "I know you don't want to feel like this. We all love baby Jesus." And we began to sing the songs, and I don't recall from now, but there was another fellow in that group, yeah, that was just mad as could be, and he just looked at me like he'd love to put the knife in me. And I said, "You don't like all this, do you?" And he said, "No, I don't." And he said, "If I had you in that bed, I know what I'd do with you." And I said, "No, you wouldn't. Uh, you really don't want that. Um, what are you mad about?" And he said, "Every night the dogs just howl and howl and howl. And then I go out and shoot in the neighborhood to stop them. And the neighbors call in and let this group know that I have to come back." And I said, "Well, why do you do that? Why don't you just keep one dog with you and put him under the bed, and when you touch him, you'll know you don't have to go back. You don't have to shoot." And he said, "Oh, yes, I do." And I said, "No, you don't. Just try it one time." And he did. And he came back the next day and he was feeling very, very foolish. He could reach down and touch one dog, and then he knew that he was okay and could come back and join the group.
And didn't the catatonic, after you sang the songs with him, he'd always stood around with his arm up over his head, and he brought his arm down, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he put one hand over his heart and the other hand holding out that much. He was a very sweet man. And I said, "That's really better than sitting out by the pond and shooting the copperheads as they come out of the water." And he said, "Yes."
So it seems like you were really able to see through what was going on with them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I felt so sorry for them. JFK had just been killed, and many people were grieving over many things.
Okay, well, we thought y'all be interested in hearing about the catatonic patients, and hope you're having a great summer. Bye-bye.